Well, the question says, we have a question here that says 5.1 says, given that sine 23 degrees equal to square root of k, determine in the simplest form the value of each of the following terms of k, in terms of k, without using a calculator. All right. And then we have like 5.1.1 and 5. Through 5.1.3. All right. First of all, before even I start writing the questions, let's first writing the answers of. Before even working out these sub questions, let's first break down 5.1. Okay, I'm gonna write here 5.1. We do have a right angle triangle given. Okay, there, and the angle is also given to be 23 degrees. And then it did say that sine of that angle is equal to square root of k. Okay. So by that we understand. Okay. We do know the formula for the sine of the angle. Sine of the angle is of theta equal to is given by opposite over hypotenuse. Okay. By that we understand that k is the opposite side of the angle. Okay. I can write it like sine of 23 degrees is equal to square root of k over 1. Okay, so we understand that the opposite side is k and the hypotenuse is just 1. So opposite side here is root k and the hypotenuse here is equal to 1. Now, preferably, let's find the adjacent side also, this side. By the help of the Pythagorean theorem, we can do that. R is equal to x squared plus y squared. Sometimes people write c squared equal to a squared plus b squared. Okay. Or sometimes they also write people also write h squared equal to o squared plus a squared. They're all the same thing. So now let's use the latest one. H squared equal to o squared plus a squared. Now the hypotenuse is given here. We find it was 1, so 1 squared equal to o squared is square root of k to the power of 2, okay, plus a squared is the unknown, okay, the adjacent side of the triangle. So if you work it out, we have like 1 equal to the square root of 2 will cancel, will be cancelled with the power of 2. So we have left with k plus a squared. So if I need to find a squared, I can remove the k over, so we're like 1 equal to k. 1 minus k. So 1 minus k equal to a squared. So that makes 1 minus k. A will be square root of 1 minus k. So we have a. A is there, 1 minus 1 square root of 1 minus k. 1 minus k. Now that we know all the sides of the triangle, we can start answering the questions. Okay, question 5.1. 5.1.1 says that we need to find sine of 203. Okay, first of all, from this question, we can notice that we can reduce the angle here because we can write it like sine of 180 plus 20 plus 23. Okay, because 180 plus 23 is just equal to 203. Okay, this is like 203. 203. Now, why did I write it this way? Because this can be reduced. Okay, this is just sine of 23, equivalent to sine of 23 degrees, because actually negative sine of 23 degrees, because this falls in the second quadrant, the third quadrant. Okay, let me draw a circle here. Let's say we have like a trick circle there. Okay, 200. This is the first, second, third, and then fourth quadrants. 200 is on the third quadrant, where sine is negative, because sine is positive on or the first and second quadrant. So the third quadrant here, sign is negative. Reason why sine of 180 plus 23 degrees falls in the third quadrant. And then sine of 23 degrees is just equal to square root of, this is just square root of k. So the answer will be minus square root k. Okay, then let's answer the question. We did that one was question 5.1.1. Now let's do 5.1.2. Cos of 23 degrees. So I'm going to do that by the help of the triangle that I designed earlier. The diagram I designed earlier. So now 5.2.2. Oh, I mean 0.1.2. Cos. The question was cos of 23 degrees. Okay, cos of 23 degrees. Okay. We need to find cos of 23 degrees. By definition, okay, we know that cos of the angle theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So we can see, substitute there. Adjacent is square root of 1 minus k. Hypotenuse is just 1. So therefore, cos 23 degrees equal to square root of 1 minus k. So this is cos of 23 degrees. Now, there's another question here, tan of 23 degrees. That was 5.1.3, tan of negative 23 degrees, I mean. I'm going to write it over here. 5.1.3. We want tan of negative 23 degrees. Now, this will be equal to, we can reduce the formula first. We do know that tan of the angle, tan of negative theta is equal to negative tan of theta, okay? That's the formula. All in red, I'm writing our formulas, okay? Or properties or theorem, etc. Now, we can apply that. We say that, okay, therefore, tan of negative 23 degrees is the same as equal to, this is equal to tan of 23, negative tan of 23 degrees. And this given that tan also of the angle theta is equal to opposite over adjacent, okay? Therefore, we can write negative tan of 23 degrees will be equal to opposite side here is, the opposite side is root square root of k, and the adjacent side is square root of 1 minus k. So this is equal to square root of k over square root of 1 minus k. So therefore, negative tan 23 degrees will be, this can be written as square root of, it can also be written like, excuse me, negative, this negative sign there, negative, maybe I want to make it here. So this will be equal to negative, it can be written like this, negative square root of k over 1 minus k. Thank you.